What's up guys? So I finally received a figure that I had pre-ordered over a year and a half ago. It's gone through more delays and redesigns than I could count. The fact that this figure was also being made by a relatively new manufacturer, Proovy, had lots of people skeptical, but I was guardedly hopeful for a quality figure. Over time, it had some redesigns that many people were not happy about, such as changes to the face, but I said screw it. I'm a Nero fan. I'm gonna stick with it regardless of how it turns out. In today's video, I'll be showcasing Nero Claudius Saber Regalia by Proovy. I won't go into cost this time, but being that she was a pre-order, I got her for a pretty affordable price, shipping included. That's usually how it is when you pre-order from AmiAmi. I'll put links to where I got her down below. Like the majority of other figure purchases, you can expect the shipping and packaging to be world class. No damages to the box that I could see. All I could see was a surprisingly detailed and beautiful box for the price of this figure. I'm not gonna lie, with Proovy being a relatively unknown manufacturer and the price of this figure being so cheap, not to mention the constant release date delays, I was nervous to see how this figure would turn out. Thankfully, as I began opening the package and taking out the individual parts, I could slowly see some good signs to come. The figure itself is not a complicated one. It features Nero in addition to some additional accessories that she would wear in various battle modes. The base is detailed with some flames, but nothing else too crazy. Starting out with her base form, it features Nero with no additional armor or weapons. She looks pretty cute and harmless in this stage, and so far I haven't seen anything that I didn't like about the figure. Many critics criticized the changes made to her face, and although I can agree it's not the typical face you'd see on many Nero Claudiuses, I don't hate it either. It slowly grows on you, and as long as you see it as a cute and animated face, then it won't bother you. Now, time to take off the gloves and put some real armor on her. Nero's second form features the addition of her gigantic flaming gauntlets from the Fate Extella games, along with her battle helmet. Without these, the figure would look kind of imbalanced with a very detailed base, and then the lack of any substance on her top half. With her gear on, this creates some balance and bulkiness to the figure. I was hoping Proovy wouldn't be lazy on the gauntlets in terms of detail, and fortunately, they exceeded my expectations ever so slightly. The gauntlet and helmets were detailed just enough for me to be satisfied, that understandingly, if they were to put any more detail in them, then the cost would have been likely higher. Skipping to Nero's final form, which is my favorite, features her without the helmet but still wearing the gauntlets. This is the perfect middle ground as you can actually see her face while equipping the formidable gauntlets. The gauntlets balance out the figure so there's equal amounts of things going on in both the top and the bottom half of the figure. As for the rest of the figure, there's even detail, coloring, and shading throughout, and no spot was done lazily, at least from what I could see. I think the little blue piece on her back could have been more detailed or shiny, but given the price of the figure, I can forgive it. The only other criticism that I have about this 1/7 scale figure is that it's smaller in size compared to other 1/7 scale figures I own, such as my Nero Claudius 3rd Ascension from Stronger, or 1/7 scale Reptalia from Kotobukiya. Overall, am I happy with this figure? I'd have to say yes. I'm fairly happy with the figure. I just wish it was slightly bigger, but the detail and effort put into it is surely there. If you're concerned about having a figure slightly smaller than some of the bigger 1/7 scale figures, then I probably wouldn't recommend this. If you're a fan of Fate, or more specifically Nero, then I'd say this would definitely be a worthy addition to your collection. It's surely better than any Figma figure. No offense if you simp for Figmas. I personally don't like the visible joints on them. Anyways, that's my review of Nero Claudius Saber Regalia by Proovy. If you found this video informative, please like or share the video so others can see this quality figure. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.